Hey, my name is James Nicholson and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I want to talk about mortgage approvals are down. This could be a major indicator on where house prices and house sales could end up for 2025. So in this video, I'm going to talk about how much are they down? Do we need to start worrying or panicking yet? And what impact this could have on the housing market as a whole. If you're new around here, my name's James Nicholson and I bring you property news and content every single day. So subscribe to the channel over there and hit that bell notification. We're a smidge away from 40,000 subscribers. You can see somewhere on the page here how close. And let's get some more views on this video by smashing like, tickling like, doing something to that like button. That helps with the YouTube algorithm. And share the video so you can WhatsApp it, email it, or Facebook message to one of your friends or family that wants to know what's going on in the property market. So, what's going on? Well, we do give you lots of different sources every single month. And I make content and always talk to you about what is going on in the broader market. And I want you to listen to the beginning of those pieces of content to see where we get the data. So for argument's sake, this week we've done a video where we've talked about the Nationwide Building Society. And they're saying that house prices are up £10,000 in a year. But there's a lag on that. And so that is all of the sold data for 1 year. And what they're saying now is that in the last month that they've got data, which is March, that there was no increase at all. And so that shows that the market has slowed down significantly. We also know from the Office of National Statistics that house prices with their data was up 4.8% for the annual basis. So that's the official data and we can really see where things are going there. What we also got from that was that we know that 500,000 transactions were completed in January, February and March this year. That is a very, very busy period of time. And everyone was saying the same thing. Estate agents, letting agents, Rightmove, Zoopla, mortgage companies were saying it was incredibly busy to start the year. Now, the predictions are that for the next 9 months, we only sell 500,000 more properties, which means we've done half of the year's sales and we've still got 9 months to go. So that's a very marked slowdown. What we also know is that listings are increasing at the moment. More houses keep coming on for sale, and that happens in spring. Of course it happens in spring, but we've got to look at the data where we know that we're not expecting to sell as many houses this spring as normal. We're expecting the market to slow down massively. So all these new listings are going to sit there. If they don't match up with buyers, there's a possibility that those sellers even will start to reduce prices. Or we might see that they hold out and they just hold for the price that they need or they want and they're not desperate to sell. So it's going to be very, very interesting to see how this all goes. We also talk about the Rightmove asking price data. That's been up recently as well. And that's an indication that new listings that are coming on, they're not coming on as distressed sales. So they're not coming on and the buyer's saying, I've got to price this very aggressively in order to sell this quickly. They want to achieve a premium price. Now that's where we've got to keep our eye on, because keeping an eye on that data, once we see the asking prices come down, we know that in the future, because of the lag, at some point we're going to see the sold house prices coming down. Now this video is about mortgages and mortgage approvals, and they're down at the moment. So data from all lenders at the moment is saying that in February of 25, the mortgage approvals was down. So how much was it down? So mortgage approvals in February was 65,500, and that is down 600 compared to the previous month and also compared to February the previous year. So that is a sign that there's going to be even less buyers coming to the market. So you've got more listings and you're going to have less buyers on the other side of the deal because we've got less people approved for a mortgage. Now, of course, we could get an influx of cash buyers. Totally possible. Is it likely? We don't know. At the moment, it's not looking likely that that's going to happen. We know that there is this marked slowdown. And this also shows us some data that they've got, that lending was down in February as well. So in February, the lending that went out the door was £3.3 billion. What does that mean? Is that a lot or is it not? Well, it's down from last February by 0.9 billion. That's a massive drop in lending that's going out the door. And so that indicates that things aren't as rosy as we might expect. So we will share with you videos where we're talking about house prices going up. And I fully expect that to continue for the next few months, because the deals that have been done are transactions that started in November, December, January, February and March. They already happened. They've already been agreed. Offers have already gone out the door and they're being worked through, or they've been worked through and are going to show up in the next batch of data. So I don't think you're going to see a marked drop in house prices for a while. And even if house prices that are being sold today are down, it will take us till the summer till we get that official data. That's important. So what can we do to really understand where the market's at? First, as I said, look at asking prices. The asking prices show us the sentiment in the market. Now, we can't guarantee that those were the prices that were achieved. Those properties in some areas could have sold for more. There are still places that are busy. Or if a cracking deal comes up on a street that's really hard to get onto and people have been desperate and waiting to get onto that street, they could have bidding wars. But on the flip side, you could see an asking price, and it might take a while for us to really understand that the actual sold price was significantly less. So it starts with asking prices. Next is we should look at the data that comes in from these mortgage lenders. So Nationwide and Halifax give us monthly updates, and they tell us where the house prices are. So they're saying, Nationwide saying house prices are up £10,000 for the year, but they also talk and give us language in there to say things are slowing down. We expect the market to cool off slightly. If we start hearing that sort of language, we know house prices are likely to come down. Now, they have the crystal ball. A lender knows what the market is really doing right now. That's important to understand. And they know that because they know the deals that they're offering on today. Halifax know all the offers that they've got in April. They know all the potential deals that they've got coming up before they offer, because they've instructed surveyors to go and see that stuff. So their data is useful. And ultimately, the lag and the ultimate real data is the Office of National Statistics. And that takes a while, months and months and months before we get a real insight into where things are going. But I think it's important that we really understand two things are happening right now, and this could impact house prices. One, less people are being approved for a mortgage. That's not a good sign. That means less buyers coming into the market. And two, and the other thing that we really need to look at is that there's a lot of listings at the moment. And so if we don't see lots of buyers matching up with those, which we're reducing the buyers here, we might start seeing asking prices drop. Let me know your thoughts, questions, opinions, or observations on this below. Do comment on all the videos, do smash like, do subscribe, and check out all the other content on my channel as well, including this video right here.